Scientific studies have shown that obsessively checking your phone can lead to depression and anxiety. Process addictions are extremely common in today's society.
Anyway. No, please listen to me and don't watch YouTube recommendations simultaneously. Focus on this video. 3 days ago, I caught myself scrolling the Instagram a little bit longer than usual. It wasn't a strange or new feeling for me because, well, the habit of spending too much time online is well developed by me. But then I sat down in front of the window and started to think, what if the time that I spent online for social media, I could have spent on sport? What beautiful body I could have had if I did that? Or what if the time that I spent online for social media I could have spent on improving my coding skills? I could have become an IT girl easily. So those thoughts made me feel like a failure. I started to think, Jesus, our smart and productive society that always looks for additional time in order to complete all the required tasks still spend so much time in their phones, and this is not right. So in this video I want to share with you information about why is it happening like that, why we spend so much time for our phones, and the most important thing, how we can overcome the addiction for our phones, computers, and the internet overall. So let's get into it. Firstly, why is it happening like that? Well, social interactions stimulate the dopamine release, and I talk about dopamine a lot on this channel, and you probably understand that once finding the sources or circumstances that allow you to have a dopamine release, you will undoubtedly have a desire to repeat those circumstances because we like dopamine. It allows us to feel happy and excited and have a motivation to do something, right? So since we are using the phones as tools that allow us to interact with others, those even virtual interactions with other people allow us to have a dopamine release. So we have a desire to constantly check for the emails or likes or comments if you're talking about social media. Same thing about completing of the tasks. When we complete our tasks in the real life, feel like we're successful, it raises the dopamine. But if you're doing that virtually, our brain sees no difference and we have a dopamine release even if those tasks that we do are virtual. And those tasks could be hitting the like button, writing the comment, checking for the emails, or just scrolling the Instagram or YouTube and a lot of other opportunities that internet has for us. So you see, this is the way the brain tricks us, and we trick the brain. The brain thinks that we have a busy life that has a lot of activities that is so exciting, but in reality, we're just procrastinators that spend so much time online doing things like hitting the likes or writing the comments. This is the biggest problem. Of course, there are positive consequences because of that. For instance, online jobs like blogging or creating virtual products, it's okay, right? People can get money for it. But for now, I'm talking about the social media addiction, phone addiction, when people spend their time online doing nothing important. And it's so important to talk about that because quite frequently spend too much time online just because we feel afraid to leave our online world and go to the real world that is not as pleasant as Instagram, that is cruel sometimes and is so complicated. You know, some teenagers that have no reason to leave their virtual world in phone just because they have nothing to do in real life. They have no hobbies, no activities. They feel good scrolling the Instagram. That's enough for them. And again, it's so scary because we as population, we have an amazing opportunity to live on the earth, and our time is limited. And spending so much time virtually, spending so much time for social media, for the apps that actually don't care about us at all, it's kind of stupid, don't you think? After realization of that fact, I want to provide you with several tips how you can defeat that phone addiction, internet addiction. Firstly, you need to understand that the willpower doesn't work in this case. There were millions of dollars spent for creating the things that can easily defeat your willpower. I'm talking about apps, social media. The algorithms of those apps and social media work in such a way that you cannot use your willpower to avoid those products, those apps, but you can work with it and you can find some solutions to that problem. To increase the barrier between you and your phone, so for example, you can have a specific place for your phone that is not in your room, and in such a way, having a desire to do something in your phone, the realization that you have a lot of steps to do in order to get it will decrease the probability that you will pick up your phone. It's like working against the industry. Well, the main task for internet industry is to decrease the amount of steps we should do in order to open the app or log into account, things like that. By increasing those barriers, you work against those rules and you can avoid the phone addiction. The next more concrete step, try to log out from every social media you use after you're done working with it. In the best case, you can delete all social media, but if you are like me, working in YouTube or Instagram, try to log out every single time you use it so that the amount of time you need to spend in order to log into something will increase and your desire to go there will decrease. Okay guys, those were all tips that I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please write in the comments down below your personal advices regarding the phone addiction and what steps you'd like to use in order to overcome this addiction. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.